Okay, hello. Thank you for joining me in this first video in the NuCamp Bootcamp series to give you a rundown of what will be going on. In the first 4 videos, I will be giving a rundown and recap, kind of like a review on the NuCamp Web Development Fundamentals course. When I was searching online for boot camps, I came across NuCamp. After reading reviews and looking at other boot camps, it seemed kind of like a no-brainer. The price was exactly in my lane. The combination of instructor-led courses and the self-pace was perfect for me. But anyway, so the entire plan of kind of rundown of what I want to do with this series is, if you go to their site and you go under boot camps, they give a list of all their boot camps. They have the Web Development Fundamentals, which I'm enrolled in at the moment. Just finished week 1 of that. They have the back-end SQL and DevOps with Python as the second choice of bootcamp. The third they have is the front-end web plus mobile development. The fourth they have is the full stack web plus mobile development. And if you go down, they have a what they call the complete software engineering bootcamp path. That is the path I eventually want to go on. I didn't want to take the plunge and buy one of the more expensive boot camps to start off with. I wanted to take the fundamentals, the web development fundamentals first, to see, what the structure was like, to see if I liked it, to see if I would move on. If I do decide to move on after completing the web dev fundamentals course, I will definitely be going the complete software engineering path. But anyway, like I said, in this series, I'm going to be going through the courses. I'm going to be basically giving you a rundown and review of what I think week by week. Like I said, this was one of the better values that I found online as far as boot camps go, but I didn't really see a whole lot of reviews for the courses. So my idea mainly for shooting this is to help with me, keep me focused, and to help show my progress along the way, but also to help other people who are thinking about taking the course and they're not really sure of what to expect. Hopefully you watch my videos, you're going to have a very clear and thorough understanding of what to expect. And with that being said, let's jump into what I thought about week 1 of the Web Development Fundamentals course. Jump in here. So if you're not familiar, they suggest you have a certain amount of computer skills before you take one of their broader boot camps. And by broader boot camps, I mean either the back end, the front end, or the full stack. They suggest you have some kind of background, or some of the basic technologies or programs. I'm completely new. I'm a beginner when it comes to computer programming, so I decided to go with the Web Development Fundamentals course. And they say if you don't have any experience with programming or anything, they suggest you take this course. This is actually their cheapest one. It's 4 weeks long. It is, I believe if you get the early bird special, it's like $350. If you wait, maybe it goes up like $70-$80 or something like that. But I got the early bird special, so I paid $350 for this course. And like I said, I just completed week 1. Week 1 was the pace was pretty slow for week 1, but I can appreciate that. They suggest that you spend 3 hours every day studying. I've, I've been out of school for quite a while, and I also have a full-time job, and working full-time, coming home, studying 3 hours a day, on top of the work. Yes, I can do it, but I don't know, like I said, week one, it was nice. It was slow pace. You don't really have to commit, in my opinion, 3 hours the very first week because it's slow. Like I said, I appreciate that. It kind of eases you into the program and gets you ready for what I would expect to be more rigorous coursework. So, like, the main things you did on the first days or the first assignments, you were basically just installing certain softwares that are going to be used. They use VS Code or Visual Studio Code to do the typing of the programming. There's some other resources, something called like Slack or something. That's going to be where you can post like forums you can get with your classmates and other people across the country taking the same course. You can post questions or anything you have. So you're going to be downloading that. They walk you through the process of downloading it on your computer and on your phone. Let me see. You install Zoom. So if you're not familiar, you do self-study Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday there is a live instructor-led class through Zoom. And the classes are 4 hours long from 9 to 1. So yeah, you install Zoom during the first week. And then they just kind of like a survey. They want to get some information about you, your background, just some general kind of questions of what kind of experience you have. So the first modules, I'll say, are not even based on programming. They're just downloading the different kinds of apps you'll need. And they're asking some general questions about your experience and background, why you joined. They try to get you to do, what do they call it? I guess they call it the notification. Like I said, they expect you to study 3 hours per day. So they want, I guess, to keep you on track, they suggest that you tell family and friends. They kind of let them know that this is going to be, a big commitment for you. 3 hours a day on top of your normal life. That is, that's a big commitment. So they have this whole spiel where they, want you to, kind of prepare and let everybody in your life know that, you're seeking and you're going out and taking this journey. But yeah, that is honestly, that's the most of the first week. You do start to learn HTML. You take a few classes, the modules. There's 1, 2, 3 different modules. There's like an HTML Fundamentals. They show you how to structure the HTML. And then there's another module where you learn about anchoring, adding links, and doing some other things. But in the end, it's pretty basic, even for, I'll say for me, somebody with no background in programming, it wasn't that difficult. It was very easy to follow. I kind of enjoyed it. Well, no, I did enjoy it. And once you get through all the modules, you get everything downloaded, installed on your phone and on your computer, and you go through all the lessons. There's like a couple of exercises you do. They have you do like some challenge questions to get through the week, and there's like a little quiz. So before Saturday you have to complete the questions, and you have to get a passing score on a quiz. So yeah, that is it. And before the workshop, I guess this is going to be every week, before the workshop on Saturday, you are they suggest or they require you to go ahead and watch the videos, so you already know what will be expected of you during the workshop, but they ask that you don't start. They just want you to look at the information and they want you to know what is ahead. The workshop was pretty cool. So the first one, you meet everybody. It's a standard Zoom call. I think there were 12 people, not including the instructor. It was all right. 4 hours. It didn't seem like 4 hours, but it was pretty cool. The guy, he came on, he introduced himself, gave his credentials, what he's currently working as, and then he went through to everybody in the class. They introduced themselves, kind of gave their background, kind of gave reasonings as to why they're taking the course, and and I guess their future plans on what they plan to do after the web development course. If they plan to go forward and take more boot camps, or if they just gonna end it here. So it was interesting. But yeah, and so after all the introductions and everything, the instructor basically went through all of the week 1 coursework. He kind of just did a review of it. He did it as more like an in-depth review. So I don't know if every workshop is going to be like that, but it was pretty good. So he basically went through everything you learned the first week, more detail, and he allowed you to ask questions if you had anything. Some people brought up some good questions during the Zoom call, so he cleared up a lot of questions I had, a couple of questions I had, and I'm sure for some other people it helped clear up a lot of things. But anyway, so after he went through all the information, what he did, there was 12 people, like I said, he split us up into groups of 3. And then he went through the assignment, and then he split us up into groups of 3. And then you had I can't remember, an hour or an hour and a half to work on and complete the assignment. So, and you were in a group of 3, but everybody was doing their own individual assignment. I guess he split it up because it makes it easier. If you had questions, you can ask somebody in your group first. But I'd say every 20 to 30 minutes, he was jumping around to every group. So if you had any questions, you could wait, or you can type in, you can message him directly and ask him questions. So he was kind of hopping around monitoring during that time. At the end, or after an hour and a half, he brought everybody back together. I guess the plan was to have everybody show their project in detail what they did. But I guess it went a little long. A lot of people had some questions, I'm guessing. So we didn't group back up together, the whole group, exactly on time. By the time we did, we only had 10 or 15 minutes left in the workshop. So only 2 or 3 people got to show their projects. But overall, I thought it was a very good experience. Like I said, it was pretty slow paced the first week, but that was not necessarily a bad thing, because like I said, they are going to expect you to be studying 3 hours a day, and most people that are going to be doing this, I'm guessing, have full-time jobs, so 3 hours is a big commitment. So this first week being slow was, for me at least, very nice. It helped to prepare me and get me ready for what is ahead, because from here I imagine the coursework is going to ramp up, the workload and the speed at which things are going to go is going to increase drastically. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Week 1, good. I mean, you actually do learn, although it was slow, you do actually learn some cool stuff. If you are new to programming like me, the first week is all HTML. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Some of the stuff you were doing, the layout of the web pages, you actually, you're able to write some code at the end of the week one, and you actually produce an actual page. It's pretty cool, in my opinion. So I was happy, and I'm excited about week two. Some things to note. I had some in mind. I can't remember. Well, okay, yeah. So one. So you're watching videos. They're instructor-led or pre-recorded during the week before your live workshop. Something I won't say it was necessarily bad. It is something to prepare for. That was strange. So the girl that is speaking in the videos, you never see her face, but she's speaking, and there's like PowerPoint presentation. She has like a strange accent. Yeah, it's not hard to understand, but I did find myself getting, I guess, sidetracked because I can't place where the heck her accent is from. It's a very weird accent. So and not like it's bad or like I couldn't understand. Like I said, I just found myself sometimes listening. I'm like, where in the world is this girl from? Because at first it sounded like a robot, and then I'm like, no, I don't know. You'll see what I'm talking about. But like I said, not necessarily a bad thing. I will say I think that one of the apps that they have you download for communication, so asking questions, and you can communicate back and forth with your instructor. Slack, I think. Yeah, Slack. I wasn't the hugest fan of that. They make you get they don't make you, but they suggest you get the mobile app as well. Yeah, I wasn't the hugest fan of that. They're sending you like emails all day, notifications, somebody posts something, blah, 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 if you're not really interested in that. But like I said, it was week one, it was slow, so maybe in the future when things ramp up, who knows, I may be using it a lot more. But for week one, I didn't really like it, and I rarely opened it. They have you send some messages or do something that you have to do to confirm that you downloaded it and that you have a general idea of how to use it, that you do have to do to move on to the next module. So you do have to actually get the software, but yeah, we'll see. Who knows, maybe in the future it'll be more useful. Other than that, I can't really think of anything. Final recap, it was slow paced, it was good, it got you ready, get your mindset ready to focus for the weeks coming ahead. If you're new to programming, you're going to learn some pretty cool stuff. At the end of week one, you're going to actually be able to put together a page. It's going to be very basic, but still, it's a page. It's pretty cool in my book. But yeah, I'm excited for week two. And sorry for the rambling. I think as these videos go on, I will get better and more concise. This has kind of gone on a lot longer than I expected, but stick around. I'll be giving reviews of the NuCamp Web Development Fundamentals course every week as I complete. So yeah, stay tuned for weeks 2, 3, and 4. Thanks again. See you.